Hey everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Dragonheir Silent Gods. For today's video, I'm going to show and do my final summons for the Odyssey featured summons, the Season 3 exclusive only banner. Dive deep, battle peek into Season 3 of Dragonheir Silent Gods. There's a ton of new heroes, new damage types, new elemental synergies, and tons of new fun content to check out, like some dazzling new bosses and a really cool new area to explore for otherworld exploration. Be sure to download Dragonheir via Android, iOS, Mac PC, Steam, and Epic Games. And going on now through April 10th, we have an Easter egg celebration event. Here you'll be able to collect Easter eggs to exchange for some really great rewards. You'll have daily tasks which will earn Easter eggs. You can also gift your friends and they can do so in return to fulfill the ones you're missing for your set of eggs. You can also craft eggs if you find yourself getting a lot of a certain type to get the ones you're missing. We have many days of this event, so don't worry too much about crafting right away. You can earn great rewards with each set of eggs that you collect, like Apprentice Scrolls, Scholar Scrolls, Worm Arrows, Starlight Dye, Heliolite Dye, and a ton of gold and even a super cute emote. Oh, and don't forget to click the bunny for some secret eggs. Alrighty, so this is gonna be my video showing my final summons that I did for this banner. I actually was hoping to do some more. We only have one day left though as of this recording, and I only have 6 here, plus a little bit of Worm Arrow, so I'm not gonna have enough to guarantee myself a pity. The last one I hit was a legendary, which I'll show you, so I'm not going to be doing any more. But last we left off, that you've seen, I had Odd One do my summons here, which was really fun. So I think we left off with a final legendary, or did we pull? We might have pulled and did not get a legendary. Yeah, okay, I could see. I think we left off with not a legendary, with Odd One. But he had gotten me a ton of stuff, and I decided to keep pulling. So, of course, I wanted to at least land on a final legendary pity so any extras aren't wasted. And what I mean by that is when you pull on these different banners, every banner has their own pity of 35 guarantees you a legendary. But if you switch from Heliolite to this, to this, to this, they all have separate pities. So I want to end this one on a legendary, so if I pull like 5, if I pull these 6 right now, those 6 could be wasted as far as counting toward another guarantee. So that's why I'm not going to keep pulling. But yeah, I guess what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to roll some footage here. We're going to check out my summons that I did over the last few days before this. And then I'm going to show you guys my summon tracker of how much we actually did on this banner total. Alright, and this was the day after March 23rd. So I did just a 5 pull here. I kind of wanted to do it as I went because we're still in the reset phase. This was also March 23rd, I think. I wanted to see if I got anything crazy within the reset period so I would know if that affects my decisions to build certain characters before I had a chance to decide what to finalize. This was the day after March 24th. I had a little bit more, cashed in some Worm Arrow, and of course we had to get at least one rare tax. Gotta pay the taxes, right guys? Hopefully leading up to some better stuff, which was a few days later. I think this was March 26th. Where I pulled a whole bunch. I cashed in my Worm Arrow. I had 40 to pull now. So now we've got some big numbers. We're at least getting one legendary. And there's 35 left, so we know we're at least getting another. So here we go. Alright, and Daphne is a duplicate for me, which is not a bad thing because there's new artifacts and there's still others I want to get, so I could use some dupes for some more artifacts. I really like Daphne. She seems really cool, but I kind of wish I had Ozul, the exclusive, to go with her, of course. But alright, so we have 35 left, so we're guaranteed at least one legendary hero. And if we don't get anything before, we know it took me all the way to pity. I know people always talk about streamer luck and all this stuff and think CCs have rigged accounts, but we don't. Our luck can suck as well. Last season, Odd One hit pity almost every single time. Actually, I think he did like every single time except for like one small pull session or something. I remember him talking about it. Alrighty, that's why I'm glad. I really love that they have the fourth fairing summons where we can get a guaranteed legendary within 10 instead of 35. It's a really smart thing to do. It really helps get people excited that know they're not going to be pulling a bunch. If you're only going to be pulling like 20 or less from the start of the season, there's no reason to pull on the other big banner. Just probably pull on the fourth fairing summons. Alright, we're not getting too lucky here, but they really like that corrosion lizard, don't they? So we're getting close to our pity already. Oh, that was our pity. That was 35. That was our last one. That was our last one. And Fathom down. Alright, so he's new. I've heard a lot of good things about him. People really seem to like playing this hero. So if you guys have Fathom down, let me know in the comments below. I want to hear what you guys think about him. He seems really cool to me. Really interesting kit. For sure. I think he has a weird kit that doesn't even sound like a tank. He sounds more like just a generic support hero. But he's interesting. He does bring crowd control. He does bring this attack penalty that's like random enemies full board, which is pretty cool. And yeah, it's the reducing the ultimate energy could be huge against some content. I think it's going to be amazing against Chaos Shadows and Chief Challenges in the future, right, guys? I think that sounds pretty cool. But we always love attack penalty on an ultimate and 45% attack aura for allies. That's pretty cool, too. It's weird for a tank, but it's definitely a good support. But yeah, that was our summons. Alright, so the next summoning video you'll see from me will probably be the fourth fairing summons. I think I'm going to wait until I have 20 total in case it takes me all the way till Mercy. But I will do these fourth fairing summons soon, in between here, while waiting before the next big event. Because my next big batch of real serious summoning, I would want to be... Oops, not here. Here. I would want to be with the Awakening of Spring event, which is 19 days away. Although that's not very far, but I might be willing to spend a little if I need to get a certain amount to make sure I get this hero who's really good. But alright, let's go here to our settings, and then we're going to click the little... Oh, I think I already have it open. I do! Haha! It knows I already had it open. Alright, so here we go. I actually have my summon query here. And you can see how much I did total. So Odyssey featured summons. I did 231 summons. And as you saw, my last legendary was Fathom Down. So that's kind of where we're leaving off. By the way, ignore these columns for guarantee and duplicate. They're wrong. For example, you saw I got a Daphne. That was a duplicate. I've already got her. It's saying no, that's not a duplicate. And also, yes, Fathom Down was my 35th legendary from the last time I pulled one. He was a guarantee and it doesn't show that either. So these columns don't work correctly. Just wanted to point that out. But yeah, I did 231 total summons on that banner. That's a lot. So if it seems like I had a lot of legendaries total from season 3, well, I did a lot of summons. So I certainly hope so, right? But yeah, that will be all for today's summoning video. I will make sure to post my summons for this guaranteed set here. I do have the yellow or the orange tickets, so I have chances to get the exclusives this time around, which I didn't last time, so I'm looking forward to doing the summons here and seeing what happens. Hope you guys had some good luck on this Odyssey featured summon banner as well, and I will see you in the next video. And if you haven't already, be sure to download Dragonheir Silent Gods now using the link in the description or the pinned comment. It's available on Android, iOS, Mac, PC, Steam, and Epic Games.